Hello guys, in previous video we have seen how post method works. Now I'm gonna tell you the next method, that is put method, and how it works. So as we can see in express.json file, we have multiple objects in an array, and if you want to change a particular object's key like name, description or exercise, we can do that using put method. So I'm gonna tell you how. So first of all, you have to write like this app.put, and you have to choose your endpoint here. I have chosen change, and here you have to change your id. So I have written colon id, so this is a number that will be given by user. If the user gives 2, so it will automatically change the object at at that position whose id is 2. So let's see how. After that, I'm taking request and response as an argument for the callback function. After that, I'm taking this id in a variable. So what I'm gonna do is where id is a keyword which is going to take the id which is given by user here. So it will be like this, request.params.id, and in this variable id we will have that id that is given by user here after the change keyword here. Okay, so now what we have to do, first of all, if we want to change that dictionary whose id is 2, so as we can see, this dictionary is at position first in this array. So in order to change id 2, we have to change the object at position first or index first in this array. So first of all, I have to read this express.json file, and I have taken this variable json data in which I am reading this file synchronously, and this is our express.json file that is given here. After that, I'm parsing it and covering the whole data in data variable using json dot parse json data variable. Okay, so now it will pass the whole data from express.json file, and it will convert into JS format. Okay, so now if we want to change the object at a particular index, so what we have to do is data, here data is an array, as you can see here data is an array, the whole array. Okay, so data at id index, and we're gonna change name. So we can change the name here, like the name you want to write here, or the name that is given by user. So if you want to change the name given by user, you have to write request.body.name that will be given by user using put function in the Postman app. I will show you how. And if you want to change the description here, so you can change it using request.body.description. And if you want to change exercise, so you can do this in the same way, request.body.exercise. Now I'll explain why I have taken this like this. So first of all, we have data keyword here, and in this data keyword, in this data variable, we have whole data of express.json file. And if I want to change the data at whose id is 2, as you can see, if I want to change this object, so first of all I have to mind where this object lies in this array. As you can see, this object is at position first or index first in this array, as you can see. So and the id given by user is 2. So if you want to change the object at position first, we must have to use variable id equal to request.params.id -1, because if the id given by user is 2, then it will automatically be converted to 1, that is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, and the id becomes 1, and we can change the object at position 1 of that array. Okay, and after that, if we want to change the name of that array, sorry, name of that object, description or exercise of that object. Now in this way we can change the name, description and exercise. After that I want to write the whole data that has been changed here in express.json file. Okay, and here is your data. The data should be stringify, means it should be converted into JSON format again to be written, to be write in the express.json file again. And I'm also sending response that we can see in Postman app. Okay, so response.json will automatically convert the whole data, that is whole array that is in JS into JSON format automatically. Okay, so I'm saving it here, and as you can see our app is listening at 2040 port. I'm going back to Postman app, and here I'm choosing localhost as my host, and my port is 2040. After that I'm changing my I'm choosing my endpoint, and if I want to change the ID, uh, if I want to change that object whose ID is 2. Okay, so as you can see I have chosen 2 here, so it will automatically be converted to 1, that is 2 minus 1 in this ID variable. Okay, after that data at first position, as you can see data at first position, we have at first position this dictionary, it is at first position, at first index of this array. Okay, and we can change name, description and exercise of that particular object. After that we're gonna write the whole change criteria into express.json file again after converting it to JSON format, and I'm sending the response into the Postman app, as you can see. So let's write, I'm going to raw and JSON application, and if I want to change my name to binary, let's guess, and description to this is your binary description, and your exercise, this is your binary exercise, right? So if you want to change like this, at position second, okay, means the object whose ID is 2. Now we have to select it to put, because I'm changing the content, and I'm sending the content, and now you can see that the whole object that has been changed is showing here, and we can see that at position at ID at that object whose ID is 2 has been changed, and its name is has been converted to binary, and the description is converted to this is your binary description that I have given here, and this exercise is converted to this is your binary exercise. So this way you can change the existing data. Okay, let me show you another thing, let me show you how another object can change. So if I'm changing the third ID, means that dictionary whose ID is 3, so I'm again sending the response but with the changed name and description exercise. So let's say the name becomes download, and this is your downloaded file, and this is your downloaded exercise, let's say. Okay, so I'm sending the response at position at to that object whose ID is 3. Okay, I'm sending the response. As you can see, the object whose ID is 3 has been changed, and its name has been converted to download, and its description is converted to this is your downloaded file, and its exercise is converted to download exercise, as you can also see in express.json file. Oh, let me let me beautify it so that we can easily read this. Data null comma 2. Using null and 2 you can beautify it so that you can see in more beautiful way. As you can see now, your data has been changed. Name has been changed to download. Description is this your downloaded file, and exercise, this is your downloaded exercise. So this way your put method works. You can change your existing data to any other data that you want to change. Okay, so thanks for watching this video.